Hello students, welcome back. So we are doing laws of indices, exercise 7b, okay, and we have completed till question number 2 in our previous videos, and today we'll start from question number 3 onward. Okay, so let's begin. So we are asked to solve means to find the value of x. Okay, we are provided with this equation and we are asked to find the value of x from this equation. So let's begin. Here we have 4 to the power x minus 2. Here we have 2 to the power x plus 1. We must try to make the base same. Okay, so instead of writing 4, we can write 2 squared, isn't it? 4 means 2 2s are 4. 2 multiplied 2 times gives us 4. So 2 square can be written as 4. Okay, excuse me. Or this 4 can be written as 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, and we have x minus 2 already as a power of 2, or as a power of 4, isn't it? So this 4 is 2 squared and this x minus 2 was already there, so we put x minus 2 minus 2 to the power x plus 1 equals to 0, or 2 into, let's multiply this, 2 into x is 2x minus 2 to the 4 equals to, we take this number to the right hand side. Okay, minus goes to the right hand side and becomes plus 2 to the power x plus 1, x plus 1, isn't it? Minus 2 to the power x plus 1 goes to the right hand side and becomes plus 2 to the power x plus 1. Now you can see the base are equal, 2 and 2. If the bases are equal, then we should understand that power should also be equal. Okay, therefore 2x minus 4 is equals to x plus 1, or 2x we keep in the left hand side. Now let us bring this x to the left hand side. We have minus x equals to 1 is already in the right hand side. Now we take this minus 4 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 4. So 2x minus x is x, isn't it? Plus 2x minus x, opposite sign. That means 2x minus 1x. There is no coefficient in front of x, means we should understand there is 1. 2x minus 1x is 1x. So we don't write 1 because we should understand there is 1 if we don't write 1. Okay, so the sign of greater number comes plus. Here we write plus. If we don't write any sign, we should understand there is plus sign, isn't it? X equals to 1 plus 4, that is 5. So the value of x is 5. Okay, from this equation we found the value of x to be 5. Now let us do question number 2 of 3. Okay, we have question number 2 of 3 here. So this is a ratio, isn't it? 3 to the power x square is to 3 to the power x equals to 9:1. An equation with ratio. So we are asked to find the value of x, isn't it? So let's do this. Or a is to b can be written in the form a upon b. Okay, a is to b means a upon b, or c upon d can be written as c is to d, the same thing. Ratio means just the upon. Okay, now we have 3 to the power x square is to 3 to the power x. This means 3 to the power x square upon 3 to the power x equals to 9:1, means 9 upon 1. Okay, so we have the same base here, 3 and 3. Okay, so we take this number to the numerator, the sign of the power changes. Let me explain you here. If I have a square upon a cube, what I do is a square is already there in the numerator. Now this a cube, the sign of power a is 3 plus 3, isn't it? If I take this a to the power 3 to the numerator, this becomes minus 3, isn't it? So a plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1. We can write this way, isn't it? If I take the number from the denominator to the numerator, the sign of the power changes. Okay, and if the bases are same, their powers will be added or subtracted depending upon their sign. So we have 3 to the power x square, 3 to the power x square. Now this x goes to the numerator and becomes minus because the bases are same, that is 3. equals to 9. 9 means 3 squared upon 1. 1 is no need to write because every number has 1 in the denominator. So no need to write this. If I write a, we should understand there is 1 in the denominator. If I write 100, we should understand there is 1 in the denominator. So we don't write 1, we just understand there is 1 in the denominator. Unless there is a number mentioned below in the denominator, we should always understand there is 1 in the denominator, okay? So, since the bases are equal, 3 and 3, that means their power should be equal, okay? 3 and 3 bases are equal, their power should be equal. X square minus x equals to 2, isn't it? So let us bring this 2 to the left hand side. X square minus x, this plus 2 comes to the left hand side and becomes minus 2 equals to 0. Now let us factorize this middle term factorization. We have the coefficient of x is 1 here. So first let us multiply this number having without x, the number without x, with the highest power, the coefficient of highest power, that is x square. What is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square here is 1, isn't it? So we multiply the number without x with the coefficient of highest power of this variable. 2 1s are 2. Now 2 1s are 2. Now we got these two factors. These two are the factors of 2. Factors means what? First let us understand what do you mean by factor. Factor means when we divide 2 by any of these two numbers, we get the remainder 0. Suppose if I divide 2 is a factor of, see here, this 2 has factor 2 and 1. One is 2 and another is 1. 2 and 1. Okay. If I divide this 2 by any of these two numbers, I get the remainder 0. Okay. 2 1s are 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Remainder is 0. Similarly, if I divide with this number 1, 1, 2 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay. If I get the remainder 0, that means that number, these two numbers are the factors of 2. So I got the factors 2 1s are 2 and this 2 has two factor 1 and 2. Now when I subtract or add these two factors, I should get the coefficient of this middle term. Okay, that is the coefficient of x. If whether to add or subtract, that depends upon the situation. It is not mandatory you should always add or you should always subtract. That depends upon the situation. But you can add either or you can subtract the factors. But after adding or subtracting the two factors, you must get the coefficient of this middle term. What is the coefficient of x? I have the coefficient is 1, isn't it? So if I add these two numbers, I get 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, which is not equal to 1, isn't it? So to get 1, I should subtract 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 equals to 1. So or x square minus, this minus comes here. Instead of 1 here, I write 2 minus 1. Because 2 minus 1 gives us 1. So this x comes here, minus 2 equals to 0. Or this is x square. Now let's multiply with this minus sign. Minus into plus 2. There is no sign in front of plus, there is no sign in front of 2 means there is plus sign. Minus into plus, minus x into 2, 2x. Okay, we must multiply with this x also. Minus into minus, plus x into 1 is x minus 2. Okay, equals to 0. Now let me continue here. Now you can take the common from these two numbers. What is the common? The common number is x. Here we have x square, here we have x. So the common number is x. So here we have x square means 2 x's, isn't it? X into x. So one x is taken out, another x remains within the bracket. Now this minus sign comes here. Here we have 2 and x, and this x is taken out as common here. Now 2 remains within the bracket. Okay. Now this plus sign comes here. Now we don't have any common number in between these two numbers, x and 2. You cannot see any common number, isn't it? So if there is no common, we must take the common as 1. Okay, 1 into x is x minus, okay, 1 into x is this x, plus into minus is this minus, and 1 into 2 gives us this 2 equals to 0. Or you can see x minus 2 and x minus 2 common. X minus 2 is taken common out. Now we have x plus 1 within the bracket. So we have x minus 2 into x plus 1 equals to 0, isn't it? X minus 2 into x plus 1 equals to 0. This means either this number should be equal to 0, or this number should be equal to 0, or both of them should be equal to 0. Then only you can satisfy this equation, isn't it? Because we have 0 in the right hand side, and this is the equation. We have equal to sign. You cannot write 2 equals to 5. 2 is not equal to 5. You cannot write 2 equals to 5. This is not an equation, isn't it? 2 is never equal to 5. So to make equal to, or to have this left hand side and right hand side equal, we must have 0 in the left hand side, isn't it? We must have 0 in the left hand side because there is already 0 in the right hand side. So to make 0 in the left hand side, either this number should be equal to 0. So 0 into x plus 1 gives us 0, because 0 multiplied with any number gives us 0. Or you should have x plus 1 as 0. So x minus 2 into 0 gives us 0, isn't it? Are you getting me? Either this number should be 0 or this number should be 0. Or you can also write 0 into 0 equals to 0. Or both of them should be 0. So you can get 0 in the right hand side. Because left hand side should also be 0. Otherwise this equation will not be satisfied, because we already have 0 in the right hand side, isn't it? So you can write either x minus 2 equals to 0 or x plus 1 equals to 0. If this is 0, x equals to, let us take this minus 2 to the right hand side, becomes plus 2. Or if this is 0, x equals to plus 1 goes to the right hand side, then becomes minus 1. So this is the answer. We were asked to find the value of x from this equation, and the value of x are 2. One is plus 2 and another is minus 1. The value of x can be 2 or minus 1. Okay, I hope you got this. Question number 1 of 4. Solve. Solve means we are asked to find the value of x. We are provided with this equation and we are asked to find the value of x. Okay, so, or this 8 can be written as 2 cubed, isn't it? 8 means 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. 2 multiplied 3 times gives us 8. 2 cubed is 8, isn't it? So, into 2 to the power 2x plus 4. 4 can be written as 2 squared into 2 to the power x plus 1. 4 means 2 squared, and I copy this as it is, 2 to the power x plus 1 equals to 1 plus 2 to the power x. Okay, or now since these two are having same base, isn't it? So you can add their powers because there is a multiplication sign in between them. 2 and 2 same base, and there is multiplication sign in between them. That means their powers will be added. A square into a cube, same base, and there is a multiplication sign in between them. Their powers will be added. 2 plus 3, a to the power 5, isn't it? The same principle is being applied here. 2 to the power, same base means powers will be added. 2x plus 3 plus, this plus comes here. Now here also the same base, 2 and 2, there is a multiplication sign, so their powers will be added. X plus 1 and 2 becomes 3. This x is x, 1 and 2. When you add these two numbers, it becomes 3 equals to 1 plus 2 to the power x. Okay. Or let us take the common 2 to the power x. If I take the common 2 to the power x, what I have is 2 to the power x plus 3. Okay, 2 to the power x plus 3 if I take the common 2 to the power x plus 3, what I have is 2 to the power x, isn't it? See here, these two numbers are being multiplied. 2 to the power x plus 3 into 2 to the power x means they are having same base, their powers will be added. X plus 3 plus x. 2 to the power x plus x is 2x plus 3. This number is this, isn't it? So I can take the common 2 to the power x plus 3, and within the bracket remains 2 to the power x here. Okay. Similarly, plus this 2 to the power x plus 3 is taken common out, isn't it? 2 to the power x plus 3 is taken common out, so I'll have 1 here. 2 to the power x plus 3 into 1 gives us this number, equals to 1 plus 2 to the power x, or 2 to the power x plus 3 equals to 1 plus 2 to the power x we have in the right hand side. Now let us take this number to the denominator by cross multiplication, because we have into sign here. So you can take this 1 plus 2 to the power x. 2 to the power x plus 1 means 1 plus 2 to the power x, isn't it? 2 plus 3 equals to 5, and 3 plus 2 also equals to 5. The result is same. So either you write this plus 1 or 1 plus this, same thing, isn't it? So these numbers are same. So one is in the numerator and another is in the denominator. So you can cancel these two numbers. So we have 1 here. 1 upon 1 means 1. Or 2 to the power x plus 3 equals to 1. 1 here, isn't it? 1 means 2 to the power 0. Because I have already told you, anything to the power 0, anything to the power 0, power 0 equals to 1, except 0, except 0, okay? Which means a to the power 0, a to the power 0 equals to 1, x to the power 0 equals to 1, 100 to the power 0 equals to 1. Any number raised to power 0 is always 1, but 0 to the power 0 is not equal to 1. Okay, 0 to the power 0 is infinity, undefined. Okay, 0 to the power 0 is undefined. Any number raised to power 0 is always 1, but 0 to the power 0 is not 1. Apart from 0, any other non-zero number raised to power 0 is 1. So we have 1 here. We have 1 here. 1 means 2 to the power 0. Any number raised to power 0 is 1, isn't it? Except 0. So here we have same base 2 and 2. That means their powers will be equal. Or you can write x plus 3 equals to 0. Or this means x equals to, let us take this plus 3 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 3. So this is the value of x. We were asked to find the value of x from this equation. The value of x is minus 3. I hope you got this. Now let's do another question. Number 2 of 4. We are asked to find the value of x from this equation, isn't it? So we have 2 to the power 2x plus 2 to the power x plus 2 minus 4 into 2 cubed is equals to 0. Or you can write this as 2 to the power 2x plus 2 to the power, let's separate this, okay? 2 to the power x into 2 squared. Since their bases are same, their powers will be added, isn't it? 2 to the power x into 2 squared means same base, there is multiplication sign in between them, 2 to the power x plus 2. If the number was in this form, you can write in this form. So if the number is in this form, you can write in this form. Okay, just I am changing this form to this form. So minus 4 into 2 cubed means 8 equals to 0. Or 2 to the power 2x means 2 to the power x whole squared. X into 2, 2x. 2 to the power, a to the power m whole to the power n. If a to the power m into n, then we can write a to the power m to the power n, isn't it? this number can be written in this form and this number can be written in this form. A to the power m into n can be written as a to the power m whole to the power n, or you can write m into n in this way. So here we have 2 to the power 2x means 2 into x. So this x we write here into 2, okay, plus 2 to the power x into 2 squared means 4 equals to 4 8s are 32 minus 32, isn't it? This is minus 32. Oh, let us not take this number to the right hand side. 4 8s are 32, so we write minus 32 here equals to 0. Are you getting me? Minus 32. 4 8s are 32 minus 32. Now let 2 to the power x equals to a. 2 to the power x we suppose as a, or this 2 to the power x means a and we have squared here, so a squared plus this 2 to the power x means a and we have 4 here, so 4a. A into 4 or 4 into a, same thing, isn't it? 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 3 is 6 and 3 into 2 is also 6. So a into 4 or 4 into a, same thing. 2 to the power x is a, so into 4, that is 4a minus 32 equals to 0. So same thing, now we must middle term factorize this, okay. 32, the number without any variable, 32 into the highest power, coefficient of highest power is 1 here, a square, the coefficient of a square is 1, so 32 into 1, 32. So we find the factors of 32 first. We need 4, isn't it? So 4 8s are 32, 4 8s are 32. That means when we subtract 4 from 8, 8 minus 4 is this 4, isn't it? So or a square plus, instead of this 4 I can write 8 minus 4. This a comes here, minus 32 equals to 0, or this a square I write as it is, plus into plus, plus a into 8, 8a plus into minus, minus a into 4, 4a minus 32 equals to 0. Excuse me. Now, or you can take the common a out. Here you can see 1a and here a square. So a is taken common. So a into a gives us a square. A into a gives us a square. Plus into plus, plus into plus gives us plus. A into 8, a into 8 gives us 8a. So minus, this minus comes here. And from these two numbers we have 4 common, isn't it? Because 4 is the factor of 32. 4 8s are 32. So 4 is taken as common. So 4 into a is 4a. 4 into a is 4a. Minus into plus. Minus into this minus. Minus into plus is minus. 4 8s are 32 equals to 0. Which means a plus 8, same number here. So we can take a plus 8 as common, or a plus 8 is taken as common, okay. A plus 8 is taken as common. Now we have a minus 4 within the bracket. A minus 4 equals to 0, okay. A minus 4 equals to 0. Now same thing, we have 0 in the right hand side, which means we must have 0 in the left hand side to become this equation satisfied, isn't it? Because we have equal to sign in between them. So if there is 0 in the right hand side, we must have 0 in the left hand side as well, because there is equal to sign in between them, because 4 is never equal to 5. The same number should be in the right hand side and in the left hand side, so that we can put equal to sign in between them. This means either this number should be equal to 0, or this number should be equal to 0, or both of them should be equal to 0. Then only we get 0, like right hand side, isn't it? So either a plus 8 should be equal to 0, or a minus 4 should be equal to 0. If this is 0, then a equals to minus 8, okay. And if this is 0, we get a equals to plus 4. So what is a? Now let us put the value of a. A is 2 to the power x. So we have 2 to the power x. I'm putting the value of a, okay? Let me write that. Putting the value of a. Putting the value of a. A means 2 to the power x. We have assumed 2 to the power x as a, isn't it? So we must rewrite the value of a here, 2 to the power x. Instead of a, 2 to the power x equals to minus 8. Here we have 2 to the power x equals to 4. 4 means 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, isn't it? 2 squared is 4. So this is, since minus, their bases can never be equal, because this base is plus 2 and this is minus number, isn't it? So if I write this as minus 2 cubed and here 2 to the power x, their bases are not equal, so their power should never be equal. Okay, if their bases are not equal, their powers will not be equal. So this is disregarded. We cannot accept this value. Since this is negative, we don't accept this value. So we assume, therefore 2 to the power x equals to 2 squared. Or since their bases are equal, 2 and 2, their powers will be equal. X equals to 2. So this is the answer for question number 2. We were asked to find the value of x and the value of x is 2. Okay, so I hope you got this. Now let us do question number 3. Question number 3 of 4. Solve for x. Okay, we are given this equation and we are asked to find the value of x. So before we do this question, let us see the rules of indices. We have root a. Suppose we have root a, we can write this number as a to the power 1 by 2, isn't it? Suppose we have cube root of a, we can write this number as a to the power 1 by 3. Suppose we have fourth root of a, we can write this number as a to the power 1 upon 4, isn't it? These are the rules of indices, which I have already made a separate video for this, exercise 7a. If you want to check out this video, you can see. Okay, now let's do this sum. Or root 3 means 3 to the power 1 by 2. 3 to the power 1 by 2. Root a means a to the power 1 by 2. Root 3 means 3 to the power 1 by 2 into x minus 3. X minus 3. Okay, equals to fourth root of 3 means 3 to the power 1 by 4. Okay, fourth root of 3. Fourth root of a means a to the power 1 by 4. So fourth root of 3 is 3 to the power 1 by 4 into x plus 1. Okay, so or 3 to the power, now this 1 is in the numerator and this number is also in the numerator. Because there is no number in the denominator, we should understand there is 1. Same thing applies here. There is 1 in the denominator of x plus 1. So 1 into x minus 3. We must multiply the numbers in the numerators. 1 into x minus 3 upon 2 into 1, 2 is in the denominator. Here we have 3 to the power 1 into x plus 1, and in the denominator 4 into 1, 4. Okay, let me write this 3 a little bigger. Now this 3 and 3 same base means the power should be equal, or x minus 3 upon 2 equals to x plus 1 upon 4. Now you can just cancel this number here also, 2 1 2 2 to the 4, or if you don't understand this, just simply cross multiply this. Okay, 4 into x is 4x minus 4 3s are 12 equals to 2 into x is 2x plus 2 1s are 2, or 4x we have here. Now let us bring this 2x to the left hand side, minus 2x plus 2 is already in the right hand side. Now let us take this minus 12 to the right hand side, plus 12. So 4x minus 2x is, let me continue here. Okay, 4x minus 2x is 2x, 4x minus 2x is 2x, okay, equals to 2 plus 12 is 14, or x equals to, we take this 2 to the denominator of 14 by cross multiplication, 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14. Therefore, x equals to 7. So this is the answer for question number 3 of 4. I hope you got this. So this was for today. I'll continue the remaining question in the upcoming video. Okay, stay tuned, stay connected.